What's going on, you guys? Dallas Cowboy football news. The 53-man roster, as you guys already know, has been out, and the cuts have been made. And let's break it down for you guys, right? Quarterbacks, they're keeping two. Jerry Jones. Weapons X88 said it right on my previous video. Jerry Jones full of crap. They did not keep Kellen Moore, but there is rumors that they're going to put Rico Gathers on IR and then bring back Kellen Moore, which I don't see that happening, and I'll explain why here in just a minute. Okay, then we got 5 running backs: Ezekiel Elliott, Darren McFadden, Alfred Morris, Rod Smith, and the fullback Keith Smith, which looks exactly like last year. And they went heavy on it again. And then they haven't done this since 2011, 2012. 6 wide receivers: Des Bryant, Terrence Williams, Cole Beasley, Bryce Butler, Ryan Switzer, and Noah Brown. Wow, man, Noah Brown did it. And give credit to Zeke, because Zeke was down the draft process whispering the sweet name of Noah Brown into their ears, and Noah Brown, it paid off, and it made the 53-man roster. And then here we go: Jason Witten, James Hanna, Jeff Sweeney, and then Rico Gathers. So Rico Gathers made it. He put out a tweet saying all his hard work put in, but I hope they don't put Rico Gathers on IR, and hopefully he can clear this concussion protocol, and it will be really nice to see him if he's active, which having 4 tight ends active in a game is kind of slim there, especially for the Dallas Cowboys when they've always had 4 or 3 tight ends anyway. So let's get on with the offensive line here. Tyron Smith, Jonathan Cooper, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, Lyle Collins, Chaz Green, Joe Looney, and Byron Bell. Emmett Cleary did not make the 53-man roster. Ian Rappaport reported that they were talking about trades during the training camp, and the Cowboys didn't do it because they wanted a good competition there, because they didn't know what they had in Byron Bell or Jonathan Cooper, being that it's their first year as a Dallas Cowboy. So I won't hold a grudge on the Cowboys for not looking at that trade process there, but it is what it is, and it's all over with now. Defense time, right? Defensive line: DeMarcus Lawrence, Malik Collins, Stephen Paya, Tyron Crawford, Vincent Mayoa, Taco Charlton, Cedric Thornton, and Charles Tapper. If you look at it, they got 1, 2, 3, 4 defensive ends, and 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that can play in the middle. So and that's what you want. But my thing is, David Irving, Demartre Moore, these guys are on suspension reserve. Whenever it's time for Demartre Moore to come back after his 2-game suspension, who's going to get cut and be a part of this, and to be a part of this team? Same thing with David Irving after his 4-game suspension. Who's going to get cut so he can be a part of this 53-man roster? So there's going to be somebody cut within the. There's going to be 2 guys cut within the first month, guaranteed, because we have to fill in those spots there. So it'll be it'll be good to see who they cut, and it's going to be a little tricky here whenever they get off their suspension. Linebackers, they got 7 of these guys: Sean Lee, Damian Wilson, Justin Durant, Jalen Smith. Man, that sounds really good to hear, man, after everything he's been through in the past year and a half. And he's made an NFL professional roster, guys. Kyle Wilbur, Mark Nazacha, and Anthony Hitchens probably start off the season on IR to return, and then that would give a roster spot opening there. Deep backs: Orlando Scandrick, Nolan Carroll, Anthony Brown, Cheeto Bay Awuzie, Jordan Lewis, Benny Ben Workery. I think that's how you say that. Byron Jones, Jeff Heath, Kayvon Frazier, and Xavier Woods. Kayvon Frazier and Xavier Woods brought it. Unfortunately, Xavier Woods got a little banged up, but he made a good name for himself. And Xavier Woods out of Louisiana Tech is one of my big guys here. Neal did not make the team from for the defensive tackle there, but that's all right. Dan Bailey, Chris Jones, and LP Ladouceur. Our special teamer's been that way 7 years. So, all right. My surprise is Kellen Moore didn't make the team. I mean, pretty crazy to think about there. But you know, when a guy like Cooper Rush with red hair comes in and dominates, what can you expect? But that's your Dallas Cowboy football news. Cowboy Nation, peace.